Welcome to the final episode of the music podcast at Splendour In The Grass, powered, of course, by Studios 301. For the last one, we're talking with LA boys, the Bronx, as well as Safia and WAAX. Hey guys, we're back at Splendour In The Grass for the music podcast. I'm joined by WAAX, Maz, and Chris. Guys, welcome to the show. Welcome to Splendour.
Hello. Oh, thank you.
Thanks for having us.
We'll get a little debrief before the show. And you guys told me this is not the first time at Splendour, but the first time playing.
Yes.
How many times have we been punters before?
Once last year.
I was a punter in 2012, and I was a punter last year.
Yeah.
And in 2012, I decided that I want to play Splendour. So
And you're doing it.
And I'm doing it.
Was that like you were watching a band like, that son of a bitch, I will be on that stage?
Pretty much. Like,
Who
I
was
was
the
a lot
band
more
you were
like,
watching?
I didn't have very cognitive thought, but yes, I was like, in 2012, I went to Splendour. I had this eureka moment, and I was like, at the GW McLennan tent watching Husky, and
Yeah.
I was like, I could do that. And
But
then
like
I said,
in a smug way, like, I can do that, or like an inspirational, I can do that.
I think a bit of both.
Yeah?
To be honest, I don't really remember, but I know that's when I decided. I was like, once I get my band together, I will be playing Splendour in 5 years,
Yeah.
and the band is 5 years old this year, so I got here in 5 years.
Dude, Jim Carrey, I think when he was like in his mid-20s, said, when I'm 30, I will, what is that thing? I'll
Have $1
make-
million
$1
or
million.
something. Yeah.
You're Jim Carrey.
Oh well,
But
Congratulations.
of music. I mean, it's not $1 million, but you saw this coming. This is rad.
Can
So-
you-
definitely not $1 million.
Can you do your best Jim Carrey impersonation?
Oh my god, no! I don't
Okay.
know.
Okay,
that's a shame. That's fine.
Yeah,
so then
somebody
this is really
stop me.
cool. What was that? Did you try and do the mask?
Yeah.
That's poor, Maz.
I know it
Come
was.
on, mate.
It was really half-assed. I'm sorry.
Well, then again, this is really exciting because as we record this, obviously you haven't played yet. You're playing on the Saturday. Are we ready to go? Are we scared? Are we
think we're
nervous? Are we
ready.
excited?
I think we're ready. It's
Yeah.
been we've been thinking about it, practicing, just getting ready for it mentally for the last 3 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
Doing the do's.
Yeah.
And you mean you've just wrapped up a tour as well, so I imagine that's a pretty sweet warm up for that, right?
Yeah. It's good to have that time to practice and
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
We got a special treat up our sleeve.
Is it John Farnham?
Close.
I'm asking every band because they're like, oh, we've got a surprise. Is it John Farnham?
Is it John?
Yeah.
Look, I'm going to go out and say no. All right.
But when it is,
But yeah,
you'll be sorry.
But come to the GW and we'll show you.
How different does a festival set? I guess do you prepare for that as opposed to a tour? Which again, you've just done a fair few shows.
well, everything's centered around the festival, I guess. Like
Yeah.
the way you would plan a headlining show is more like it's
just a
more
different
intimate. It's a
stage.
different
Yeah.
type of interaction
Sure.
with the crowd as well because they're a bit further away, and that you just have to keep it short and sweet, obviously, because you have to get on and off stage real quick. So
Yeah.
I think
we just practice timing as well.
I think like
Thank you.
I think festivals are more of a party. You do your set,
Yeah.
and then it's chill out for the rest
Yeah.
of the day.
Yeah.
When we're touring, you got to pack down, you got to count merch.
You guys did mention off air that you will be staying for the whole weekend. Are there any bands in particular that you guys are killing to see?
I'm really keen to see Soccer Mummy,
Yeah.
I really want to see Henry Rollins again.
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar,
yeah,
obviously.
Kendrick,
That's
sure.
just a given.
Yeah.
Bully,
Bully. What else?
DZ, Dooney's and Friends. That'll be
Yeah.
fun.
Well, our engineer Owen is a sick Henry Rollins fan, and he was saying he's really inspirational. He says a lot of cool stuff. He's coming on the podcast, and
Nice.
I am shitting myself.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know what I'm going to talk to him about.
Oh,
Get your hands
I think
on,
you just let
get
him
me
go.
in the van and just make some notes and just bring those things up.
Do you bring a notepad to a Henry Rollins show because he is so deep?
No, but I'd probably bring a cushion. The last time I saw him, we watched him for 3 hours, and by like the second hour in, my butt was sore from sitting down the entire time.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, so this
Is
is
that-
this is a good cushy seat.
Yeah, no,
you know?
we had a trestle table and a couple of chairs that were broken, so this is an upgrade.
Yes.
My chair's still slowly deflating as we talk right now, but yeah, that's fine. Does Rollins request that you sit down, or were you just so into it that you thought?
No,
"Fuck it"?
I think it's just the setup. It's just spoken words.
Yeah.
But I mean, standing for 3 hours would be pretty shit too.
Yeah, rad. Okay, cool. Moving past Splendour, I mean, like I said, you just wrapped up the tour. You are doing Splendour. What's the plan for the rest of 2018?
Lots.
Finish the record.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the biggest plan.
Do we have a release date in mind for this album?
Not at this stage. A
No.
bit early next year, I'd say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Depends
Hopefully.
how quick we write and record.
Right.
We're kind of on a writing roll at the moment, which is good because there was a bit of a lull where we were like, what are we going to say?
Yeah.
What are we going to do?
Yeah.
It happens, you
Yeah.
know, every muso goes through it. But we're kind of getting really keen to get in the studio and push it out.
And it's just rinse and repeat, get back in the studio, record, hit back the road,
Yeah.
and maybe
Yeah.
headline Splendour next year.
Oh, my goodness.
Mate, Maz, you
See how
turned
it
this up
goes.
in 2012.
I did.
Have
I
some
did.
faith in yourself.
Look, I got this far. Like, can only go up
Have
from
another
here, I guess.
epiphany.
Yeah, I need to have
During
another
this, yeah.
epiphany while
Can you
I'm
give
here.
us one right now? So when we look back on this, like 5 years from now, what was 2012? That's 6 years? 6 years. So 6 years from now,
6 years from now.
where are WAAX going to be?
I hope that we would have released at least our second album by then. Maybe our third. Maybe maybe second or third album, playing around the world. I'd like to play Coachella.
As long as I'm still paying rent, I'm still.
yeah,
Yeah.
if we can.
They're very differing dreams. One's Coachella and one's I need to pay rent.
Yeah.
I got bills.
As long
So we
as I can
balance
pay my
each other
bills,
out.
yeah.
That's why it's good to be in a
That's the
band.
magic of WAAX.
You got all different pieces of the puzzle to keep everything balanced.
Yeah.
Dream big, but not too big.
Dream big, but realistically.
Yeah,
Love from your friends at WAAX.
yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for coming by. Good luck
Thank
with your
you.
set.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
Splendour.
Oh, you
Cheers.
too. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
'Cause I paced a black track till I walked.
We are at Splendour In The Grass 2018, here for the Music Podcast, powered by Studios 301. Our next guest, the boys from Safia. Guys, welcome to the show. Welcome to Splendour.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. This I was saying before, this is a weird experience because like we usually have had like 2 guests max.
Oh,
So
wow.
like right where you're sitting right now was a box. So now I'm looking up at you, which is weird. I can kind of see you. You see
I
you.
gotcha.
This is great. Yeah.
Yeah,
we'll
we're
have
good.
really in-depth chat.
We
This
will,
might
yeah.
be a bit uncomfortable.
Nah, it's all
I
good.
can assure you.
I like looking down on everyone.
Guys,
Jeez.
no, that came out very dickish. Can we explore this? Is there tension in the group, guys? Is it because of
I
this?
think there is now.
There definitely is now.
Yeah, there's a little bit of
Well, we
tension.
look down on him when we're performing.
Yeah,
so.
that's fair.
That's true.
Guys, you played last night, Friday night.
Yep.
Did indeed.
How did the show go?
It was sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
That was really good.
Beautiful experience.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
lot of hard work going into the show. It was nice to see it to, come to fruition.
Yeah.
How much rehearsal time are we talking here?
Quite a bit more than we
quite a
usually
lot.
do, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We put a little more effort into this.
Yeah,
one.
we were smart with this one. Normally we'd give ourselves like a week
and
before
it's
the
no
show.
sleep and
But this time we had a rehearsal.
We learnt
then
from
we
our
went
mistakes.
home. Then we did it again.
Yeah.
We played. We'll put it this way: we play the songs more than once.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
good.
rehearse-
Right, good.
We've had shows where we've gone in playing like, oh shit, we've only played this song once.
Yeah.
I hope it's all right.
Yeah.
Was this the first time you guys played Splendour?
Second.
time.
Second time.
Se-
All right.
2015.
Well, last time, 2015.
Yeah.
Better than last time, I imagine then?
yeah, it felt like a.
It was different,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Actually, that one was pretty cool too. It was
Yeah.
like 1 p.m. in the mix-up or
That
something.
set felt
Yeah.
like the catalyst for everything that came afterwards.
Yeah.
The introduction, and so it was kind of nice to do this one and see everyone still turn up and come and sing.
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
So it was.
It
Yeah, I
was.
think it was a nice, way to follow it up.
Yeah. I don't know how much you guys listen to AM radio, but because
I listen a
of
bit.
because of the State of Origin and Peking Duck in the club, were you familiar with the Ray Hadley segment?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we
we
were,
were. Yeah.
He kept referring to Safia as one guy. And he,
Three singers. but
he couldn't
combined
understand.
to
He's like,
become-
well, I don't understand why these Peking Duck don't just invite
I really
this
like the
Safia.
voices
Harry
of-
and Michael. We kept
Yeah.
it Ben and Harry and
they,
Michael.
They should bill it as Peking Duck and Safia because this Safia guy has a great
Yeah,
voice.
he could not stop
I mean, it's
ranting.
flattering.
Yeah, the unique sound of the Safia voice is our voices all in unison.
It's flattering.
Yeah, that's
to an
how
extent.
you-
Cheers,
that's
Ray.
how we get the tone.
Thanks,
Yeah.
thanks for the shout out, but yeah,
Just misguided a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think he knows
I
the full story.
never thought Ray Hadley would be giving us a shout.
I know,
Yeah,
I was stoked.
Wow.
Well, because the segments that you could tell, you was like, oh, these guys with their bloody DJ decks, they just hit and
All
play.
their
But
gizmos
this
and little
Safia
buttons.
guy, he's got a good
yeah,
voice.
they know what's going on.
I can
You
understand
had
that.
Ray Hadley champion that Safia play State of Origin, not Peking Duck.
It's
Yeah.
one of the
Yeah.
more bizarre things we've had happen to us. But,
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not going to knock it.
I-
I'm not
I
knocking
kinda
it.
like it, yeah.
I don't want to.
It's cool.
Thank you, Ray.
Yeah, cheers, Ray.
As far as our festival moments go, this year compared to last, did we have any crazy crowd moments, any weird artist interactions?
Oh.
Well, just the crowd was just so loud this time.
Yeah.
Insane.
Oh, we were
It
struggling to
became
stay in-
hard to play.
Stay in time, yeah.
Is that the point in the set where you said, can you settle the
Guys,
fuck down? I'm above you all.
I started going on my rant.
Christ.
Yeah. The inner lead singer came out
There's points in the set where you like have to like sing at them because they're like so out of time. It's like stay in time with that metronome.
They can't start a slow clap. Either. Like, don't listen to what I'm doing.
This
with
is
my
the
knees.
beat.
No, they did a good job.
Not that intense though.
They were
We
in
were
full
really
force
cool
with
about
their
it.
voices, which is really, really nice. So it's a good problem to have.
So what can we expect tomorrow, guys? I mean, you're going to be hanging around the weekend. Can we expect you to come out with Vampire Weekend?
Yeah, they reached out today and we're seeing.
Just
we can
politely
make
declined.
some time,
Just
you know.
not that thing.
Boogie
Yeah.
with for A-Punk.
Yeah, which is weird because like I've been doing podcasts here all weekend, and Lord was like, "Can I come?" I'm like, "Nah, busy." And same with Kendrick. And I was like, "Dude, like I've got a schedule to commit to." You know what I mean?
That must be hard.
People, right?
Yeah. Poor man.
Well, guys, thanks so much for coming by.
No, thanks for having us.
Thank you for the bizarre setup.
Sorry, there's more than two of us.
No, that's cool. Yeah,
We
I mean, this is our fault. We didn't plan for this.
Yeah.
Kmart chairs are expensive, dude. These are like $19 each.
Really?
We have a very tight. Yeah, this is like I think so. 19,
Pretty
20.
comfy.
It's pretty pricey for
About
Kmart.
7. Okay, well, okay.
$7.
That's
That's.
Ah.
I was
There's
saying
a light-
19 is the luxe range.
We've got
in
some
Kmart.
lifts and sprites over there.
Do you
They're
have any-
about $7 as well.
Oh,
So
yeah.
this is a tight budget, guys. But,
What's the box? Just out of curiosity.
What's in the box?
I don't know what's in the box. I think just a lot of equipment, unused equipment. It's Owen's box.
Cool.
Where's Owen?
It's like a jacket.
Owen's the
box could be
producer,
in
Studio
there.
301. Yeah,
We gotta
yeah,
get Owen out here.
yeah.
We need another chair for Owen.
It's gonna be tough. We're gonna, like, I guess, tip that S upside down. Yeah. Well, guys, thank you for coming by. Are you gonna be hanging around for the rest of the weekend? Actually,
Yes.
We will.
Yeah?
We'll be
Definitely.
in and out, so you'll see us around the ground somewhere.
Yeah, we'll come and
Guys,
say
thanks so
hey.
much, and we hope to hear new music very soon.
Thank you.
As do we.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Thanks,
man.
bro.
To press my stone in the same day to the dragging me away.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast. Matt from the motherfucking Bronx.
Yes,
Matt,
thank you.
How are you, my friend?
I'm riding high, man. I'm riding high. I'm feeling good.
Yeah, so I've been stuck in this tent for the last couple of hours. You literally just came off stage.
Yes.
And we have a couple of people around right now who saw you.
Yes.
One in particular said, "Holy shit, you're amazing."
Yes.
So that's flattering, right?
It is, man. It's cool. You know, it's better than, man, that was terrible.
You sucked.
Yeah.
How was the set, man? How'd you go?
Oh, it was cool, man. You know, it's like we've been kind of doing this. This for the last 2 months. We've been doing festivals through Europe and club shows through Europe, and you know, of course, we've been looking forward to this one because you know, every time we come to Australia, we try to do different stuff. Whether it's playing the festivals that we did, like Big Day Out with Mariachi. We've done Soundwave with Bronx and Meredith and Groove in the Moo and all that stuff, but we never done Splendour. So we were super, super stoked to come down here and do this. And the set was great. We had a good time, and we got all these friends here, and the majority of us are staying through Monday, so it's gonna be a good time.
I mean, before obviously being called to play at Splendour, were you familiar with the festival and the lineups that generally are made up?
Vaguely. I knew it was a good festival. I knew it had a good reputation. I knew it was
Yeah.
kind of known for, a different type of lineup. With a bunch of different types of bands. So, we love that type of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, the Bronx is probably the heaviest band on the lineup, which is really cool. How important do you think it is for bands like the Bronx or of that genre to kind of be featured across a kind of a smorgasbord festival like Splendour?
It's important for us, It's like, well, because that's the type of band we want to be.
Yeah.
There's bands that they just kind of want to stay in their safety kind of genre, you know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's like a lot of bands don't really like to do stuff like this, It's like, or they wouldn't actively try to go after it, They'd much rather just, do like a metal tour or, like a punk tour or just kind of and just stay in their box where they know the crowds are going to be, automatic and it's like they can just, kind of just hit repeat every night type thing, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like this is something that we have loved to do since day one in the band. Is like we like being the oddballs. We like playing anywhere and everywhere and with all different types of bands and all different types of genres and if it's the weirder the better for us,
Yeah. I mean, you mentioned Soundwave before. I don't know if you know that's no longer a thing.
Oh, I know.
We've
I know.
recently picked up Download Festival.
Yeah.
How important do you think heavier festivals are to Australia and, of course, to the Bronx?
Yeah, I think they're real important. I think that one of the most amazing things about Australia is you guys actually care about your rock and roll history, and your punk rock history, and that's something that, in my eyes, you have to continue to do. Otherwise it just disappears. And there's so many great bands and so many, great songs that have been written by people over here. It's important that you chase after that heritage and that you try to build on it. So, download's cool. I would like to see. It would be rad to see. A return of like a classic Australian festival. It's like I don't know. I'm hoping something like that, or a Big Day Out comes back or something. But I think it's important over here. It doesn't feel right for you guys to not have a multitude of festivals showcasing just classic rock and roll.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned before, like with mariachi, you've played stuff like Big Day Out or even Blues Fest.
Yeah, Blues Fest was tight, man.
Do you guys have a preference or?
No. I mean, we love playing music.
Yeah.
It's like I'm stoked. It's like anytime we get to play, it's all good. So right now, I mean, mariachi had an awesome run. We're in full Bronx swing right now, so the mariachi will be back in a little bit. But for right now, we're just gonna let it kind of chill because Bronx is just slammed.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, it's anything, bring it on with us. It's like we're ready to go anytime.
Do you guys have to have a lot of long arguments about let's do mariachi stuff? No, let's do Bronx stuff, or is it kind of just where you always seem to be on the same page?
I mean, for the most part, yeah, we're all on the same page. It's like, and we're tight, man, and we've been through a lot together, so. It's a pretty easy band to communicate, with and with each other. We're all really good friends, and we care about what we do, so everything comes from an honest place. Everything comes from a good place, and it's pretty easy to figure out what direction we're going to go.
You mentioned that you are in full Bronx swing.
Yes.
You guys released an album last year.
Yep.
Does that mean you are working on a new record?
Eventually, yeah. Yeah, we're going to be getting to it. We usually, the way it's kind of broken down for us is that, like, we usually try to end the year, writing, because, you basically tour till mid-December. And then it's like...
Christmas.
Yeah, it's Christmas, it's break, it's family time, it's holiday time, and it's New Year's, and it's awesome. And then, you start fresh with getting in and writing. And if you're ahead of the 8 ball, you record, in February, something like that. But because we usually don't start touring the beginning of the year till like March, just because most of the time it's a winter, and it's like, and you just need a break. You know what I mean? You need a break, and it's a good time to write because it's like the beginning of the year, and you kind of feel revitalized. And so that's kind of what we're gonna do. We're gonna basically tour to the end of the year, and then after we kind of catch our breath, we're gonna start writing some music.
Well, it's great. I mean, this is probably the perfect time to have a break because you have finished your set. You said you're here till Monday.
Yeah.
What's the plan, man? Are you gonna check out some bands?
I'll tell you what, man. I'm gonna party my face off.
There's 2 beers here. I was gonna say, like, you can't see it, but you can. We're filming. There are 2 beers right there.
Yeah, well, dude, like I said, we've been at it, and for the most part, especially on this last tour, we've been playing so good. Everyone's so stoked. We've been kind of, in that zone of just like, the show and being healthy and being able to go has been the priority. So now that we kind of crossed the finish line, all that shit's out the window.
Yeah.
Now it's time to have some beers and kick back and enjoy the fruits of our labor.
Have you checked out the lineup? Are there bands that are on your radar this weekend?
Yeah, of course. Our old violin player, Ray, he's the music director for Lord.
Oh,
so
wow.
yeah, we got it's crazy how how many. It's a small circle, the Bronx world, but it's full of badasses. So yeah, and Lord's amazing live. So I'm gonna check that out tonight. Obviously, check out the Dune Rats and Friends, and I'm sure that's gonna be a big mess. It'll be awesome.
Yeah.
And then let's see. I don't know. Tomorrow's MGMT tomorrow.
This Sunday.
This Sunday. I'm looking forward to seeing them. It's crazy. One of the first times I saw them was on when Bronx did Meredith. And that was right when like Time to Pretend was like kind of breaking out, and they hadn't blown up yet. But I kind of saw them, and I didn't really know how to feel about it. And I really like the band, so I'm looking forward to seeing them again.
Yeah.
And and checking that out. And then, of course, Kendrick. You gotta see Kendrick. He's tight. I'm gonna check out probably the Rollins spoken word for a little bit, and And yeah, there's a bunch of stuff, man. And you know, there's a couple Australian bands that I can't think of right now, but friends have told me about. So you know, I'm gonna try, but yeah, we'll see.
Well,
I know I'm gonna get out of bed late tomorrow. That's for sure.
You're post-set. You are a little tired. I'm going to let you go and drink some beer, dude. Thank you so much for coming by.
My man, thank you.
Enjoy Splendour, dude.
Right on, brother. Thanks a lot.
I won't get no relief, and I won't get relief, and I won't